Days 11 to 13 of the massive 2015 LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar, and we have for you today a beast of a thing. Yes, it's the ARC-170 Starfighter, and when I say this is a beast, I'm going to give you an idea of how big this model is. I'll compare it to the V-Wing, which we did earlier in this little sequence, and there it is. There's the V-Wing for a size comparison. I'll give you an idea. This thing is as long as this is, you know, one wing wide. So that's how big the ARC-170 is, just to give you a feel for that. So, what have you got? Well, it's huge, and it does this very cool wingy thing, which we'll wind those up very quickly. It's not the quickest mechanism, this. And I never did get in the movie, which, by the way, is episode 3, quite what that does for this, other than make it really cool. So whether or not there is actually any practical benefit to splitting the wings like that, I have no idea, other than to sort of tie it into the X-Wings, which come later, which is clearly in homage to those. But it does look fantastic from pretty much all the angles. Massive beasts of cannon on the end of the wings as well, and these huge chunky engines. Big is what this is absolutely all about, and you can wind the wings back down because it'll make it easier to handle. So what else have you got? Well, you've got a couple of flick missiles which are just underneath there. Yeah, the usual anti-climax on those. And what else have you got? Well, you get a bunch of minifigures with this. If we pop it down, it's actually flown by 4 crew in total. And the explanation on that, as I've read, is you've got a pilot. In this case, it's Captain Jag, is the minifigure with the open-faced clone helmet. Then you've got, in this case, a Jedi in the weapon officer's position, and it's Kit Fisto, the minifigure in this case. Then you've got an astromech droid, which is R4P44 for our purposes in this, and he's a standard R2 sort of looking droid. And then, of course, at the back, you've got the figure is actually a standard clone pilot figure in the rear gunner's station, and you've got the rear gun section there as well. So there you go. It's the ARC-170 Starfighter. It's an absolute beast.